Hey yo, this your boy, opinionated MJ, MoNeYBaLL 46. Call this one the League of Agents. Cause between the Knicks and Lakers, they got the agency game wrapped up. They getting all of the players for cheap. Not necessarily the Knicks. But I feel like Rich Paul out there doing this thing, bro. Getting everybody whatever. Making sure LeBron got teammates. Everybody else got good contracts, like Morris with the Clippers, in comparison to his brother. That's a steal of a deal. You know, I'm not going to elaborate further on just how blasphemous that looks, but I ain't mad at nobody getting their money. Get your money. I'm going to just say, or I'm going to pose this question. Was it unfair that the Milwaukee Bucks got punished for somebody, either a GM or an agent? From what I heard, it was pretty much the Bucks gloating about the fact that they were getting Bogdanovich, and I guess the other teams took offense to that, so they went to whatever length they went to, got reported, and it was tampering. Knowing this league is all tampering right now, I mean, I ain't gonna even go into it, man. I'm gonna just say it's two teams out there right now that were tampering. And for the Bucks to actually have a deal that the Kings agreed to, Bogdanovich agreed to, the Bucks agreed to, that shouldn't be considered tampering when everybody's agreeing to something. I really don't think that should be that. You know, but it's the NBA. It's whatever. Y'all want whoever to be bossy, strong, and then you want, you know, me assuming you want Giannis to leave the Bucks and go to a bigger market. That's just my observation. That's just what I see based on this. You know, I'm not going to call out nobody. I don't want to, you know, throw nobody under the bus or, oh, you just a hater. No. I ain't got time for y'all, you know, to be hitting me up about what my pod is saying. It's already bad enough when I get on Twitter. I could just ruffle feathers. Ruffle feathers like crazy. But I'm just putting that out there. I think that a lot of teams are overlooking the Warriors. It's like doom or gloom. It's like you either go for the Warriors or you don't. And I don't really understand that. It's no in between. It's not, oh, they're going to make the 5th seed. Like it's, oh, they're going to make the 4th seed or they're not going to be in the playoffs at all. Like, that's crazy. Especially with Steph Curry on the team, with Draymond Green on the team, and the numbers that they put up in the pick and roll set and the numbers that they have as a duo. I can't seem to find them. I kept them. I got a new phone, so that might be part of the problem. You know, trying to locate the actual charts that showed, you know, what type of presence they had on the floor while they were playing together over the years. You know, it's a really big deal because they were number one. But, you know, I keep it moving. But my question to you is, why can't the Warriors move the same way the Spurs did? You know, Tim Duncan was there, and then Ginobili came, and then Tony Parker came, and then Kawhi Leonard came, and then you know, in the meantime, in between time, Patty Mills and Danny Green, and shout out to Stephen A. Tiago Splitter. So, with that being said, why can't the Warriors retool on the fly and still be a contender in everyone's eyes? Is it because of this era? Like, everybody is as soon as the Lakers won a championship, everybody, you know, the next day, maybe the day after, was worried about who's the next champion, as opposed to absorbing the fact that the Lakers just won a championship. Like, as a basketball enthusiast, lover, passionate about this sport, you gotta kind of soak it in with whoever the champion is in order to understand how they're going to come back out and what they've been through. And I don't think a lot of fans do that. It's just for the moment. It's just bragging rights. It's just, oh, I can say this and that to whoever on Twitter. Oh, they can't say nothing back. Oh, I mean, even especially since the Lakers won, it's like no matter what any team does right now, at one point, about a week or so ago, maybe a little bit more, it was, oh yeah, such and such getting such and such. Oh yeah, Lakers in 5. Oh yeah, oh Golden State got Kelly Oubre. Oh, Lakers in 4. Oh, Bucks got whoever. Oh, Lakers in 2. And it's just crazy, man. Like, it's fun though. I really enjoy it. But the bragging rights is next level right now. Everybody I'm sure is reporting, oh, Giannis said, I'm sure y'all already know. I try to hang back until all of the smoke and fired and kind of died down a little bit, and then I come with a left hook like, oh, here goes something different. Well, this ain't really too much different, but if LeBron and AD are angling for Giannis to go to LA, go ahead and do it. Why not? Except this time, for one, I don't think Giannis is going to go to LA. I think he's actually going to sign the max extension in Milwaukee. Can't pass up that money. But then again, he might let it go. And he might actually entertain going to Miami or LA. It's what the NBA wants anyway. That's why they blocked the deal for Bogdanovich anyway, right? NBA. So, go ahead and go to LA, go to Miami. If you go to LA, it's a shutdown. But be warned, if you go to LA, that's the same offseason that's full of other top free agents, and they can go form a super team somewhere else like Brooklyn or wherever, take a pay cut just to make sure they meet y'all at the top, unless y'all run into injuries or whatever. But I'm all for Giannis winning the ring, so I really want him to do it in Milwaukee, but it is what it is. Especially now, I just feel like the league wants him to leave. Like, it's really no way around me feeling that way, just because of the way things are moving, and I just don't really understand how that deal got botched. But with that being said, the Atlanta Hawks are a very, very, very good sleeper team out east. And if they come together correctly, if Rondo implements himself the correct way, if Trae Young and all the young boys accept him the right way, if Bogdanovich comes in, Rondo comes in, Clint Capella comes back, and they all fall in line where they're supposed to perfectly, Atlanta could end up in the finals. Yes, I said it. Unless Giannis takes that next step, Joel Embiid takes that next step, Ben Simmons takes that next step, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum take that next step. I mean, am I wrong to be high on Atlanta? Wait. I ain't forgot about Miami. I know about them. And Miami will probably be the trump card. I'm not going to sleep on Miami going into the next season because, yes, the favorites right now, out of respect, the way I do my favorites, it's the Lakers and the Heat. That's top 2. I don't care, what anybody else thinks. You are supposed to honor and respect the teams that made it to the finals, especially if their core remains intact. And that's in place. So I'm not about to sit up here and just oust the Heat just because, hell, they made it to the finals, and when they got there, Dragic and Bam were hurt, and they still pulled out 2 games. Y'all seen what Jimmy could do, because I already knew what Jimmy can do. I've been a Jimmy fan, ask about me. But I've been a Jimmy fan. I've been rolling with Jimmy since he got drafted. LeBron dropped a game winner on him, whatever. I already knew what Jimmy was capable of. I've been going rolling, rooting for Jimmy since forever. Even through the Derrick Rose stuff. And Derrick Rose played for my Detroit Pistons now. Oh, yeah, let me segue. I hear a lot of y'all out there hating on my Pistons. Zach Lowe. And quite a few others. Not, I won't necessarily say hating, but y'all like, what are the Pistons doing? Well, what are the Pistons usually doing other than being mediocre? Still ending up in the lottery with Drummond when we had him. Shout out to Drummond. Detroit love you. And still ending up in the same situation that we're in right now. What's wrong with actually rebuilding our team right now? Like, you guys are high on our rookies, but you're not high on the collection of players that we have amassed for our team. Now, I just put that out there for Detroit. Just don't understand, man. Like, people sleeping on the Warriors, people underrating Steph, people overrating James Harden. The whole Harden to Brooklyn thing is crazy. The whole John Wall one out thing is crazy. Dude ain't played in 2+ years. Like, it's a lot of, man, this era of the NBA is absurd to me because instead of doing what you have to do in order to bring the best punch to your opponent, everybody is resorting to their best punch being teaming up with another superstar or two. James Harden to Brooklyn with Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Like, come on, man. Let's be real. That shouldn't even happen. It shouldn't. And yes, I'm being real stern on this pod because that just shouldn't happen. That's stupid. I'm not a big James Harden fan. You probably can tell. But James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin, that's like the opposite of Golden State. That's like the best ISO offense ever. Whereas Golden State was the best ball-moving offense ever. Because Steph would pass, Klay would pass, Kevin Durant would pass. Now it's like Kevin Durant would be basically the facilitator, and Kyrie and James Harden would be the isolators. And now I think I came across some report where Jared Allen was saying he thinks he's relegated to the bench and he expected it. Trade him. Send him to the Warriors. Send him to the Pistons. Send him to Milwaukee, the Lakers, somewhere he could flex, since y'all don't really want to actually look at this dude and acknowledge what a talent he is on the Brooklyn Nets. Because y'all got a championship team as constructed. You don't need nothing else. So why even seek it? Shout out to LaMelo Ball, Charlotte, Gordon Hayward. Shout out to LiAngelo Ball, getting signed by the Detroit Pistons. I hope you put in work and actually earn a roster spot. I would love to see you there. I'm all about the just grinding story and being rewarded for your work. Shout out to the WNBA, all the WNBA players overseas doing their thing. I think at some point I'm going to segue into just women's sports and make sure that that's getting pushed out, because it's a lot of men really sleeping on women's sports. It's a lot of men disrespecting women in women's sports. And it's a lot of men overlooking the women that represent women's sports because they are women. But if you get on the court with one of those said women, you probably get your ass bust. Just throwing it out there. NBA season on the way. It's December 2nd. Season start December 22nd. Everybody mad about the schedule. I love it. I don't think the Lakers should play anybody without an identity in the first two games. Looks like that's going to happen. And I'm going to keep bringing this to y'all at a higher frequency. Got a lot of articles on deck I want to do. Follow me on your Opinionated MJ at Twitter. Like, subscribe to this, because it's going on YouTube. You know, it'll be on SoundCloud too. Love y'all. Peace out.